Welcome to MLC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Joshua Adenoy. The headline: Federal government shares 56.8 billion naira to states for teachers training. Lagos State inaugurates clinical boat for riverine communities. Fuel scarcity. Marketers rally against NNPC monopoly. And Nigeria, others get lifeline as CAF postponed deadline. Now the news in detail. Vice President Yemi Osibanjo has called on West African countries to improve their levels of cooperation to better address problems of healthcare access and out-of-school children, among other human development indices. Osibanjo made the call at the presidential villa, Abuja, when he received the Prime Minister of Guinea-Bissau, Nuno Nabiam, ahead of the ECOWAS Integrated Regional Human Capital Development Forum, hosted by the National Economic Council. According to a statement by the Senior Special Assistant to the Vice President on Media and Publicity, Laolu Akonde, the Vice President thanked Nabiam for honoring the invitation to attend the conference, saying the Humanitarian Capital Development Meeting was important as it creates an opportunity to share experience and help each other. Osibanjo noted that Nigeria's National Economic Council has done a lot of work on human capital development, focusing on various challenges, including questions around out-of-school children and healthcare access. The Vice President noted that the meeting would significantly improve the human development indices in West Africa. Professor Osibanjo commended President Umaru Embalo of Guinea-Bissau for his support for Nigeria, describing him as a very good friend of the country and President Muhammadu Buhari. On his part, the Prime Minister, Nuno Nabiam, extolled the leadership qualities of President Buhari and Vice President Osibanjo, describing them as inspiration to other African countries. The Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, has disbursed 56.8 billion naira to the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory for teachers' professional development. The figure was contained in a UBEC document obtained in Abuja. According to the UBEC document, the 36 states and the FCT received 228.6 million naira each between 2009 and 2010, while they received 290 million naira each for the 2011-2012 session. For 2013-2014, 331 million naira was received by each of the state and the FCT. For the 2015-2016 academic session, they got 290 million naira each, while for the 2017-2018, 404 million naira each was received. While the Commission is yet to make available the latest disbursement for the 2019-2020, it noted that the document was its latest release as of 2022. No fewer than 9,392 teachers have been sacked by Kaduna, Anambra, Plateau, Abia and Niger state government in 2 years. The state government had defended the sacking, claiming that the sacked teachers lacked necessary qualifications. Kogi State House of Assembly has passed into law the bills seeking to grant financial autonomy to the local government areas, state assemblies and the judiciary. The National Assembly had forwarded 44 approved bills to the state assemblies to provide for the fifth alteration of the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria as amended. This was during the consideration of 15 out of the 44 bills, clause by Committee of the Whole. The Local Government Autonomy Bill sought to be on the first line chart of the allocation of the federal government and revenue generated by the state. The bill also sought to create a different account for local governments where they are expected to receive their allocation from the federation account directly and thus abrogate the state local government joint account. The House also considered the bill on the democratic existence of the local government as it relates to its election and tenures in office. On the State House of Assemblies and Judiciary Autonomy Bill that sought the independence of the duo, the lawmakers expressly passed it. With the passage of the State Assembly's Autonomy Bill, 2/3 of the members are expected to be present before a new house can be inaugurated. The Lagos State Waterways Authorities, in collaboration with the Lagos State Ministry of Health and the Lagos State Ambulance Services, has inaugurated a floating clinical boat, an initiative to extend ambulance services to riverine areas in the state. The General Manager of LASWA, Oluwadamilola Emmanuel, stated this at the inauguration of the boat, an initiative to further add to the integrated system of emergency and rescue. He said LASWA was committed to building the boat as part of efforts geared towards improving safety on the waterways every year. The Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Health, Olusegun Ogboye, stated at the event that the boat will mainly deal with emergencies on waters and also provide outreach services to the riverine communities. We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Mr. President, I was once there as an opposition senator. There was never a time that we called the president at that time, who was a PDP president, an insult, because this is our institution. And if we don't conduct ourselves with dignity and respect, nobody will respect us.
The heads of security in Nigeria made several different explanations for killings of our citizens.
The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, I hereby forward for the confirmation by the Senate the appointment of the underlisted nominees as National Commissioners and Resident Electoral Commissioner for the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC.
Welcome back. Governor Abubakar Atiku Bagudu of Kebbi State has approved over 2 billion naira for the payment of gratuity and death benefit for the year 2021. The payment is to cover for 1,172 beneficiaries of the state, local government, and local government education authority. This is contained in a statement signed by the acting head of service, Safiyanu Garba Bena, in the state. According to the statement, the latest approval from the governor was part of the determined effort of Kebbi State government to ensure that all retired workers receive their benefits as at when due. Oil marketers have urged the federal government to put an end to the monopolistic privilege enjoyed by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC. NNPC currently enjoys monopoly on importation and supply of petroleum products into the country. But oil marketers said the market situation was creating more problems for the country. Marketers under the auspices of the Major Oil Marketers Association of Nigeria, MOMAN, during a briefing with newsmen said, as part of permanent measures to curb fuel scarcity, other marketers should also be given a free and fair play in the importation of the product. Oil marketers have consistently complained about their inability to import product due to forex scarcity, rising inflation, including excess and multiple import charges and taxes by the customs and relevant government agencies. According to the chairman of the association, Olumide Adeosun, the current scarcity of petrol was occasioned by supply inadequacy in the last few weeks, as well as distribution challenges created by the unavailability and continuous surge in international prices of automotive gas oil, diesel. The association also recommended that the Federal Ministry of Petroleum Resources, in collaboration with the Ministry of Finance and other relevant MDAs, set up a task force to immediately focus on increasing diesel supply through accelerated initiatives to increase local modular refining capacity. Operatives of the Rivers State Neighborhood Watch Safety Corps Agency took to the street of Port Harcourt on Wednesday to protest the non-payment of their 12-month salaries by the state government. Dressed in their official uniform, the protesting personnel defied the downpour in the metropolis and gathered at the government house. It was gathered that the protesters who came from the 23 local government areas of the state where they were drafted to first converged at the government house gate and later moved to protest to the private residence of the governor, Nyesom Wike, at Ada George Road. It was also gathered that the state government had allegedly stopped the payment of the state security outfit for over 1 year and that all effort to get the monies paid was unsuccessful. Matthew, the director of operations of the Corps, said for over 1 year that salaries have not been paid. He claimed that the effort to get the government to clear the backlog of salaries had failed, adding that the reasons for the peaceful demonstration was to get the governor's attention to their predicament. Quotation: "We want to ask our father, Governor Wike, you are the #1 citizen of the state. You are the founder of the watch. Will you stay and see the neighborhood watch erased?" Close quotation. The Director General of the Corps, Dr. Uche Chukwuma, said all intervention to stop the protest did not work, but urged the angry Corps officials to maintain calm. Chukwuma regretted that the protesters were accusing him of compromise, saying he was in a dilemma. As Nigeria joins the rest of the world to celebrate the 2022 International Widows' Day, a non-governmental organization, NNPC Humanitarian Foundation, has called on the Nigerian government to abolish all discriminatory cultural practices against widows in Nigeria. The executive director, NNPC Humanitarian Foundation, Williams Ila, in a message to commemorate the 2022 International Widows' Day on behalf of the foundation's president, Gabriel Onoja, noted that widows in Nigeria go through a lot of horrible and inhuman experience from their husband's family and the society on a daily basis. Williams Ila in the statement wants specific actions taken against members of the society who maltreat widows and their children, as well as create obstacles towards their social development. The foundation noted that widows are still being subjected to gruesome funeral rites such as forced purification, sexual violence, rape, shaving their heads, locking them up, denying them birth, forceful taking over of their family inheritance, and other unlawful practices. According to Williams, the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management should particularly consider widows in its food, shelter, medical and business grant arrangements to enable them survive while mourning their husbands. NNPC Foundation urged philanthropists, civil societies, non-governmental organizations, the media, and women lawyers to team up and form a formidable force that will adequately protect this vulnerable segment of the society to secure their human dignity. The executive director, however, reiterated the commitment of its president, Gabriel Onoja, to continually provide for widows on its scheme in Kogi State as resources improved over time. Let's join Jonah Malik for the sports update.
And on sports updates, the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, and other members associations have secured a lifeline from the African Soccer Governing Body as the deadline for the registration of their qualified clubs is postponed. bsnsport.com.ng confirmed. The Confederation of African Football has earlier in the month communicated to members associations to submit names of clubs that will represent them in the Champions League and the Confederations Cup no later than the 30th of June. Due to pressure from the countries that are yet to conclude their leagues and cup games, the football body has decided to extend the deadline date to the 31st of July. CAF further directed that participating club will have from the 1st of August to the 15th of August to the registration period for their players. Nigerian Professional Football League and RTO Cup are among the competitions and leagues that are still running in the continent. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the immediate return of Nigerian to international basketball competition. This was announced by the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development, Ismaila Abubakar, at the press briefing in Abuja. According to him, the approval was granted following a letter of appeal dated June 17, 2022, which was signed by Musa Kida, leader of the Nigerian Basketball Federation Board, and addressed to the Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday Dare. Abubakar said, the letter appealed to the minister to use his good office to approach President Muhammadu Buhari for the reversal of the 2-year withdrawal of Nigeria from international basketball competition. Furthermore, Abubakar said, despite the approval, the stakeholders were warned to ensure that the country's law are not subjected to any other law. And that's sports update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thanks for the update, Jonah. And that's the size of our today's package. Join us tomorrow at this same hour to watch our news as we give you update on happenings within and around the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, Twitter at MLC TV1. For your event coverage, information, contribution, advert and sponsorship, please call any of the numbers displayed on your screen below. Join us Friday and Saturday to watch our special programs. Friday 9 p.m. Local Government and You. Saturday 7 p.m. Family Affairs. 9 p.m. Political Arena and Women's World Sunday by 6 p.m. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Joshua Adinoy. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Good day and thanks for watching.